Thanks for joining us. A new project on Coon Rapids Boulevard is answering the need for additional senior housing in the community.
Work is now officially underway on the River North apartments near the Coon Rapids Ice Center.
3, 2, 1.
Today, local dignitaries gathered for the groundbreaking ceremony for the project being constructed by Twin Cities-based housing developer Dominion. Some of the bricks have already been laid for the 167-unit apartment building, which will feature 1- and 2-bedroom apartments for independent living. There will also be a movie theater, a salon, and a library for seniors. The developer says it's a perfect location for the project.
I think it was a combination of things that just all came together. The site was very attractive, being next to the redevelopment area. The Walgreens is nice, fits our clientele perfectly for a senior type community, and we're just really excited.
All of the units will be affordable to seniors at or below 60% of the median income in this area. This is Dominion's third apartment project in Coon Rapids. Construction should be finished by early 2017.
Your property tax bill for next year will likely be lower than the preliminary estimate you received in the mail last month. On Tuesday night, the City Council approved the 2016 budget and tax levy. The total levy is $24.87 million, which is around a 2.5% increase from this year, but lower than the nearly 3% levy proposed in September. The overall city budget is nearly $78 million. A total of $14 million is included in the budget for accelerated street reconstruction, which will be bonded for and paid back over 10 years. Also, $2.6 million is included for park bond projects. You can learn more about the city's budget coming up on CTN News Spotlight. Nearly $2 billion, that's a projected budget surplus from the state of Minnesota in the current biennium, which ends in June of 2017. By law, $665 million must be added to the state's rainy day fund, but that still leaves $1.2 billion for legislators to wrangle over next session. On Thursday, Governor Dayton conceded his push for a gas tax increase is dead. Republicans say the large surplus is proof DFLers have kept taxes too high. Some of that surplus could go to fund transportation projects across the state, and Coon Rapids hopes that might mean an overpass at the railroad tracks on Hanson Boulevard.
Back in August, state representatives came to the city to learn more about the proposed project, and this week it was the Senate's turn. CTN's Joe Nelson joins us now from the Hanson tracks with more. Joe?
Steve and Karen, senators say they understand the need for a grade separation here, but they also say many important projects throughout the state are in need of funding.
From a public safety standpoint, whether it's a EMS issue, a medical issue, a fire issue, or a police issue, the ability to get to the destination in that desired response time is huge.
Coon Rapids Fire Chief John Piper says the department has a goal of responding to emergencies within 4 minutes, but increased train traffic and staging can delay police, fire, and ambulances up to 30 minutes when seconds can save lives. With a plan to build an overpass on Hanson Boulevard, the city hosted senators from the state's Capital Investment Committee to share how the $25 million project would benefit the community.
We hope to get our message to the senators how important this grade separation would be for public safety.
We will have a good attempt at trying to address these issues.
People who live near the tracks say they have mixed feelings about the potential overpass.
So the emergency vehicles could get across the tracks easier. It sounded like a good idea.
Christy St. John and Gregory Smith say they've lived in their home for 12 years and haven't heard whether the project would force them out.
Our first concern was that we were going to have to move.
Depending on what the final decision is of the alignment of it, it would require a few buildings to be taken down. That exact number would be determined, but it's probably in the 5 to 6 range.
With half of the project's funding requested from the state, lawmakers will decide where the project will go next year.
It's a matter of whether or not there's enough money to do them and how they line up in urgency.
A vote on the project wouldn't happen until March, when the next legislative session begins. If approved, construction wouldn't begin until 2017 at the earliest. Steve and Karen?
All right, Joe, thanks. A special election will be held in February for the State Senate District 35 seat, which is now vacant due to the resignation of Republican Brandon Peterson this fall. Filings for the District 35 seat open Tuesday, December 8th, and close on Monday, December 14th. Candidates interested in serving can apply in person at the Anoka County Government Center or at the Secretary of State's office. A special primary election, if necessary, will be held January 12th. The special election is February 9th. The District 35 Senate seat serves portions of Andover, Anoka, Coon Rapids, and Ramsey.
An Anoka County judge has been reprimanded for making comments about cases on his Facebook page that could be seen publicly. Judge Edward Burse, who's 73 years old, received the public reprimand from the Minnesota Board of Judicial Standards on November 20th. In one instance, a guilty verdict was vacated due to the posts. For his part, the judge says he's only been on Facebook for 2 years and was unaware of the privacy settings. Some sad news to pass along from the Anoka County Sheriff's Office. Longtime canine Major died right before Thanksgiving from an illness. Major came to Anoka County in 2009 with his handler, Deputy Cullen Check. Previously, the two worked in Big Lake. Major had been slated for retirement at the end of this month.
A new community group is aiming to build bridges with its diverse makeup. The working name of the group, Coon Rapids Community Partners, met this week for the 4th time in its new location at the Emma B. Howe YMCA. CTN Steve Antis was there and joins us now with more. Steve?
Steve, there were lots of new faces at last night's meeting. There are now 50 people on the group's email list, and although not everyone attended last night's meeting, those present worked on coming up with a name for the group and a mission statement. Now, the group has drawn new members from beyond the borders of Coon Rapids. Some people decided to show up after hearing about the incident at Applebee's where a Muslim woman was assaulted. Some said they wanted to be part of the solution. This diverse group of people have just 3 simple rules: respect ourselves, respect each other, and honor our stories.
And I think what that does is it creates trust. And so that way we were actually able to have a discussion about what's going to happen with us going forward, how we're going to move forward.
For me, very important because we must know each other and we can stay connected to breed, to build a breed within the people of different color, different race, different religion.
I really enjoyed getting to meet the individual people and hearing especially the people who have come here from other countries.
The next meeting will be held at the Emma B. Howe YMCA on Thursday, January 7th, with a potluck dinner at 6 p.m., followed by the meeting at 7 p.m. Now, if you're interested in joining the group, you can contact Lori Anderson by email at coonrapidslionsclub@gmail.com. Steve and Karen?
All right, I bet they hope to fill the room there.
They are making some incredible progress, really.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.
Law enforcement, elected officials, and others are teaming up to help local youth become law-abiding and contributing members of the community. Dozens of people turned out this afternoon in Brooklyn Park for the At-Risk to Full Potential Youth Intervention Summit. Supporters of the Youth Intervention Programs Association says youth intervention saves taxpayer money versus costs for correctional facilities, residential treatment, and group homes.
I've seen lives changed and hope restored because someone chose to invest in their time and their talents into the life of a youth. It doesn't matter who cares, just that someone does.
Today's summit was meant to foster a community dialogue and look at ways to address the growing number of at-risk youth in the region. Supporters are also pushing for additional funding from the state for youth intervention programs.
Coon Rapids High School hopes to grow a program that's helping students interested in pursuing careers in the biomedical field. You may have noticed billboards promoting the program popping up along Highway 10. The billboards actually feature students in the program. At Tuesday night's City Council meeting, representatives with District 11, including Principal Annette Ziegler, talked about local partnerships and the program itself.
This overall goal is to increase our awareness about what we have for offerings at Coon Rapids High School and the specific programs that we have that can offer students college credits. This program alone can do 12 college credits, but we also can partner with other programs that we already have in place to give students even more college credits while staying at school.
You can learn more about the biomedical program at an open house on December 16th. It will take place at 6 p.m. in the high school auditorium. You will be introduced to the program through career projections and student presentations. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, they started that program back, I believe, in the fall of 2013, so already 2 years into it now.
Okay, and you're getting college credit.
Yeah. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week.
Bye-bye.